Time to start streaming. Right, Restream thinks it is getting something from me now. I guess I should switch over to the pre-show view. There we go. This is what we do. I should do a quick audio double check, make sure that the voice is coming through. Okay, that looks like it's real. Cool. I guess I can close Twitter. I don't need to have Twitter up. Hey, hey, look, it's Mr. Dart and Sad and Broken Mr. Dart and Stephen M. Virulent Ending has been here for a while, actually. Good to see you. Sailor Wolf, Lynx, Tamara. Wow, there's tons of people here. Luigi, Magic Man, 79. Cool. So yeah, I'm back after a couple of weeks. This has been fun. We're gonna have a complicated stream today, which is part of the reason I'm back. So we're gonna start the stream today with Henry, our product director, and Erin, our lead producer, talking about sort of the future, like what we're planning on doing kind of with the rest of the year when it comes to updates. And once they're done, Dan and Brant and I are just going to get down into the nitty-gritty of this particular update and sort of walk you guys through the patch notes and stuff. Kind of short patch notes, so we got to come up with some other things to do. And so we're also going to pay off on our community spotlight thing. We're going to show people's car collections. So,
Hold on to your butts.
Brant's here. So my hair is doing bizarre things today, and I can't really make it look like a normal person's hair, so I'm kind of maybe leaning into just being a giant weirdo today, and yeah.
What's up, nerds?
So what we're going to do, we're going to start with Henry and Erin in these chairs. They're going to do the intro. They're going to start the whole thing off. Would you overhear me when I was telling them how it was going to work? Then I'm going to switch to you, so they can vacate the seats, and Dan and I can sit down, so it'll be full of movie magic. So it's just going to be like you playing the game for a minute while me and Dan take our seats. It's going to be fun.
I am like the star wipe of
yes, exactly.
of the show.
I would call you the star of the show, but let's just call you the star wipe of the show.
The star wipe of the show. Actually, I want a T-shirt that says "I am the star
wipe of the show." Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Let's get the happy birthday, Mr. Dart.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Mr. Dart, and we've got. Hey, Mom Prance is here. Mom Prance, you should stick around for Community Spotlight. I think you're gonna like it.
Yes.
It's hard to do a thing about cars without somehow involving Mom Prance.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
But we honestly, we couldn't put as much, the amount of content that Mom Prance put on Twitter, we could not possibly include it all. So we did a subset.
Jaja, hearts to you.
Yeah, hearts to everybody.
Yep.
It's funny. I just realized it's been 3 weeks since I did this stream.
P1, good to see you, my friend.
In fact,
Lone Wolf, man, there's so many people here. I can't keep up with. We got Cases. Cot, what? What are you doing here? Did you get here by accident? It's so good to see you.
I think the last time I streamed was actually with K-Sizzle. I think that was the last one I did, and then I had. Break. I haven't even been doing my own personal stream. There's so much work to do around here.
I like Cake, Cerebral, anything. Magic Man.
Cerebral and
Stupid Hunter. Okay, I like that name.
The Stupid Hunter. LOL.
TX Digital.
We're just here to read you guys' names, folks.
Yeah, Blaze. Hi, Blaze. Good to see you. We got some. So we got a special birthday gift for Mr. Dart.
Oh, I guess we do. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
He's already seen it though. He's already unwrapped it. He peeked in his parents' closet, and yeah, because you're talking about the pew pew, right?
Pew pew,
pew pew, whir, pew pew.
Well, thanks all for joining us in the pre-show.
Oh, Mad Dog Kelso. Sad we didn't say Mad Dog Kelso.
Mad Dog Kelso, Glass Babies. See, my eyesight is so bad, and the screen is so small that I have a hard time actually reading some of the new names.
Someday when they get us a bigger space, when they get us our own space,
Mark Bauer Jr.
I'm planning on getting enormous screens so that no one can miss any of the chat. It'll just be.
I'm waiting for the Matrix, where we just we're in the Matrix.
We're like put on what, like VR headsets, and we're all just.
We don't need it if we're the chosen ones.
I guess that's true. We just plug something to the back of our neck that kills us if we die in the game.
Yes. Let's
sounds
do
like,
that.
That sounds like a great plan.
Let's do that. I'll last exactly 5 minutes. 4 minutes of prep, 1 minute in nightmare mode, and Brant's dead.
So let's see here. Oh, so Rick Weller's like, I got the update already, so where are the go bags? So there aren't any actual go bags. This is just the name of the weapon update. So what you got to do is you got to go somewhere near the middle of the map. You got to go find the bounty broker. His name's Cash Beaumont. Go talk to that guy. He'll tell you how to get the weapon.
Cash Beaumont.
Cash Beaumont. He looks kind of like this. This is what Cash Beaumont
He looks
like.
exactly like that, except he's not a sticker.
Yes, this is a sticker, however. We're going to do a giveaway today that involves stickers. So...
And pins.
And pin. Oh, yeah, we got this, like, beautiful...
The greatest pin we've ever made, actually.
Yeah, it's the, what's this called? Dinosaur something. What the heck? Why can't I think of the name of our gas? Bronto Gas. It's a Bronto Gas logo right there. I know, you're disappointed in me.
It's the most important brand in the history of State of Decay.
You are the most important brand in the history of State of Decay.
You're a brand.
So, Erin, if you want to have a seat, you totally can. This seat is going to be yours anyway. We're just chatting in the pre-stream.
The boss, shh, no more fun. The boss showed up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So,
business, schedule.
Yes,
work.
we've been in here doing very, very productive work this entire time. So, and Dan Mode's here, but you don't get to see him yet unless he wants to lean in or something. He's gonna be our main guest today, going through talking about there he is, talking about the new additions to the Bounty Brokers catalog and the patch notes and all that nonsense. And he's gonna be evaluating you guys' car collections that you submitted.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be great.
Evaluation time, kids.
And the only person we're missing from this room is Henry Goffin, who's going to be here probably closer to the time. He's a busy man.
Hey, J Swizzle 11, just give us time. That's all I can say. Just give us time. Okay.
Eventually, every gun ever created will be in this
Eventually,
game.
yes.
Did we lock the door? No. Okay. Somebody was jiggling the handle. They're like, how do I flush this room?
I'm sure they'd love to.
They're all inside. Flush!
Get it
flush,
now!
Flush! So yeah, Big Lou saying, looking forward to hearing about what fixes have been made. Now, part of what Erin's here to talk about is that this is a smaller update. So the patch notes are going to be kind of short compared to some of our usual ones, but that's because we're doing this so dang often. And, it's... there's a limit to how much we can fix in any given amount of time. Yeah, so you can scoop right there.
Aaron, did you bring enough for the rest of the class? Because that looks delicious.
You want some?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, she's calling your bluff. She's calling your bluff.
Damn it!
I'm gonna angle his camera down just slightly on Brant. He's kind of drowning a little bit in headspace. There we go.
I've got a huge head.
Rule of threes. Gotta get your eyes in like the third.
Unless I do this.
Rule of thirds. That's what it's called, not threes. Threes are the opposite of thirds. I've decided is how that works when you're multiplying. Math jokes.
Stop
okay.
doing math.
Stop it. I know. It's serious.
I just had a mini aneurysm.
Montparnasse Clope is very excited that we're actually going to be showing off his roof parking today in Community Spotlight. It's not just his roof parking, it's also his dinosaur parking. Not a lot of games allow you to do dinosaur parking.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's really shown what makes our game unique and special. So, yeah. So the agenda today is long and complicated. First, Erin and Henry are going to talk to us. And then we're going to let them escape to go to work. And then Dan is going to come in, and we're going to be talking about the patch notes. But we're also going to be doing a giveaway, and we're also going to be doing Community Spotlight type stuff. And so it's going to be a packed show.
That's a fan favorite. Community Spotlight's great.
Yeah.
I know, they were sad they couldn't do it the last couple of weeks because I didn't know how to do it at all.
Well, also, I mean, we're kind of slowed it because Community Spotlight pretty much doubles my prep time for the stream, which means less bugs get fixed. So we're trying to slow it down a little bit, maybe do it once a month instead of every single week, so that we can get more bugs fixed in time. So 'cause right now there's bugs at my desk right now. I'm not fixing right this second. So I need to fix them. I'm going to fix them. Erin's like, yeah, you better fix
I
them.
have a whole list of them.
I only have 2 left. It's only 2 left on my plate unless you got secret ones that I don't know about yet. But then I'll find out about them and everything will be okay.
Hi, Abra.
Michael, we hear you. But the specific update you're asking for would take a really long amount of time. So even if we were working on it secretly in the background, we couldn't tell you about it right now because it would take a long time. But we've got your best interest at heart.
All right,
Okay, so Henry's here. We've
I'm
got,
going to disapparate.
No, you need to
You
stay.
stay.
You need to stay
Stay.
because you are what I'm going to
Stay.
switch to when Henry and.
Oh, I'm the star wipe.
Yeah, you're the star wipe. So Henry, you can have my chair if you want.
Sure.
We got 5 minutes before we're going to officially start this nonsense.
Okay.
But these are going to be your actual your folks at the beginning here, and then Dan and I would come in and take over.
Because we have exciting things to say.
Are
Kind
they
of.
exciting? I think they're
Kind of.
exciting.
They are intensely exciting.
Yeah, I think the best thing for us to do right now is to tell everyone how amazingly exciting they're going to be, so they can only be let down by it.
Yeah, I don't want to let anyone down.
Right now, off camera, Dan Mode is doing backflips. You can't see it,
Whoa.
but that's
Force.
Ginger Force. Ginger Force backflip on 1. See? Oh, you couldn't see
Couldn't
it.
see him, Matt.
Because there's not a camera.
Oh man,
Special effects.
We need.
Love it.
this is like we have the special effects from like a radio show on here. So I can't read the chat anymore from back here because even with my glasses on, at least I can tell there is text.
There is text.
Normally
Still
from
going.
over here, which is I'm over here. Normally I can't even tell without my glasses on. I can't even tell that is text. It might as well just be blurry nothings.
When's the last time you got your prescription checked?
No, so with my glasses on, I can tell it's text and I can kind of read it.
Maybe you should get stronger glasses.
We have the benefits, Jeffrey.
Yeah, we have the benefits.
Shinkuizumi,
Mm-hmm.
whatever that is. You know who you are. If you have good ideas, we have a wish list in our Discord channel.
Go to the Discord.
It's,
drop it
it's,
in.
it's not even the Discord anymore. Now it's on Zendesk. Now it's at support.stateofdecay.com.
It's
Oh,
a super official now.
support.stateofdecay.com.
Yeah, then you
Find the
can-
wish list. Give us your good ideas because we actually read those and
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, we might even have some things to say about that today. So let's see here. I should angle this camera down just slightly too on these guys.
Yeah,
And then,
I want these higher because if they have the downward angle.
yeah, sorry about that. I
Yeah.
think this is about as high as these monitors go.
She likes the gram angle.
Yeah, the gram
Yeah.
angle.
I would love, yes, I would love to do.
I could shorten my chair.
I want an entirely different room.
we
So,
go.
you guys work on that.
Sure.
okay, ouchie.
We have got 3 more minutes before the proper stream begins. Do you want to wiggle the sticks over there or something? Make sure
Ouchie.
that-
I'm
I think
watching
the
you.
video game. Hey, can you wiggle your sticks over there, Brant? The controller sticks. The controllers.
HR?
Are we,
I just want to make sure.
Are we still doing phrasing?
Yes. Okay, cool.
Phrasing.
Is it set to
It is
communist?
set, to normal person mode.
Okay, thank you.
I set it to average, to mediocre, instead of exceptional.
There is an exception being made here.
Yeah, lots of exceptions.
Jeffrey needs some wall-to-wall counseling after
Tune
this.
up.
He needs a little tune-up after this.
We have the
Some
benefits for
Philly
it.
tune-up.
That's right.
So Malik's Corwin says, I like the constant small updates.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks.
Aw.
Yay!
We like,
It works,
intern,
guys.
we like you.
That
Yeah.
was
We've
the
gotten-
whole point of
yeah.
this, is to
Yeah.
give you more content more often.
We've
Yeah.
definitely gotten a little bit of hate on it, but we're going to keep giving you stuff whether people like it or not.
Yeah, unfortunately, like if we did an update every 3 or 4 or 5 months, each one would be really huge and would have some big amazing feature in it. But because we're doing it like way more often than that, some of them just have a few small things in them, and people are like, "Where's the thing I wanted?" Like we're maybe still
Yeah.
working on it.
I mean, it's like sometimes you come across little things too that you just want to get out, right? It's
Yeah.
like, this is important. We want to get it out. We don't want to wait like however long to get the next big thing. Just go.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Just go with your go bag. So
Coming up. Oh no, still got a minute 30.
yeah, we all just sat down a little too fast.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Michael, that's what this show is about. So what's up with the new content update? That's what we're here today for.
Oh,
To talk
BDB wants to know if we can get a character with my laugh, and I'm now self-conscious, and I don't know what's weird about my laugh.
I'll say no because
It's real good.
Oh, I'd
you're
have to
not
do-
you're not a member of SAG-AFTRA.
That's true. I'm not part of the union
Yeah.
that do it.
We should look into a couple of us joining that.
Yeah.
Make
I think
that happen.
yeah,
'Cause
they're.
we got personalities up in here.
I don't know. I think
I will say after the experience of voicing a couple characters in State of Decay
Imagine all
1,
the parties we'll get invited to, Brant.
and there wasn't a single party invite, and the only notifications I ever got were from my friends saying, "I just shot you in the face."
That guy's dead now.
And these are like 2 a.m. calls, right?
Yeah.
I just shot you in the face, hang up.
Yeah, it's not reasonable.
It's like, great.
yeah, Big Lou's saying if I want to be in the game, I got to be at the level of Alan Gunderson. So it's pretty challenging. Okay, it's 2:00. You guys ready to get started for reels?
Ding, ding, ding.
Here we go.
Click the button.
Everybody ready?
Do it. Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I bet you're sick of seeing me 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I'm here to change it up a little bit. We're just here for like 2 minutes, real quick.
Yeah, don't worry about us. So
Yeah,
I'm
we'll get off.
Erin. I'm Erin Anderson. I'm the lead producer for State of Decay 2.
Henry Goffin, product director for State of Decay 2.
The last 2 weeks I streamed on here and I realized how frustrating it was to not be able to tell you guys like anything. Every question that you ask, I have a good answer for. I'm just not allowed to say it.
Yep.
So Henry and I got together and figured out a couple of things that we can say to you guys to try and help that a little bit. So
Yeah. So a couple of weeks ago, I was on the stream and I talked about how we want to try to get more content out there faster when it's ready, instead of just waiting and bottling it up and doing like a big splashy release. But that means that the content is like, sitting around done for a couple of months until we can ship it. So the 10.1 update that goes live, or actually just went live today, is an attempt to get stuff out there super fast. So
So with our releases, this one's a smaller one, but what we're doing is setting up that cadence so that we can do monthly releases.
Yep.
So our next update we're announcing is going to be at the beginning of October, and it's going to be a larger update, which we're really excited about, and it is something big from the wish list that you guys have been asking for. So we're really excited about that. After that, we have a smaller update in the middle of November and another smaller update in the middle of December. And we're going to continue doing something similar to that into next year, where we have a big update, a couple of smaller updates, and then they're kind of interspersed with each other.
yeah, we're really excited to get more stuff into your hands in the coming months. So stay tuned. In the meantime, we're going to swap over, get out of here, and
Yes.
let Geoffrey talk about 10.1.
Woo!
Star Wipe.
So there's Brant. Brant's gonna play the game while Dan and I get into our seats. You got the game up and running there, buddy?
This is
You're
this
just
is how,
paused. You're just paused. Gotta
Through-
get the people what they want.
through the magic of television, we now have. Hello.
Dan, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You
What
can-
am I?
Look, we're all here. It's
What am I
great.
supposed to be doing? Independence Back. Get a power launcher. Yes.
Get yourself down to where Cash Beaumont lives, because that's most of what we're doing today is talking about the Go Bag. So last week we had Mark Lautenbach on here to talk about the weapons of the Go Bag. Now we can actually see the bounties up close and get Dan Mode, who is our hard surface artist, to talk a little bit about the background of some of these weapons a little bit, and to respond to some of you guys' submissions, because we're looking at your car collections at the end of the stream today.
Yes, I am judging the car collections. If you guys have any weapon or vehicle questions, that's my gig. I saw a lot of feedback on the last couple streams about weapon content coming out, and you guys saying, "Stop making weapons, make more maps." I don't make maps. I make weapons and vehicles. So you guys get.
Don't tell them what to do.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
so the way that works is we've got folks like Dan and Brant
Yes.
who build weapons for a
And
living,
Mark.
and Mark, who build weapons for a living and
Yep.
don't build maps, and weapons get finished much faster than maps do.
Way faster.
So let's imagine
So-
hypothetically, we're not announcing anything, but imagine hypothetically that we were working on a new map. That would
Theoretically.
that work on the map would not be hindered or helped by anything that Dan does.
Right. It doesn't move the needle on the maps. We are a larger studio than some of you guys think.
There's a group of arms dealers
And
nearby.
we make
The prices
vehicle
are high,
weapons.
but the selection is
And,
huge.
Mark and
Maybe
Brent,
we should check it out.
help me out with the weapon stuff.
This is gonna be
And
fun.
so if you guys have questions about that, we're here to help. As far as I want more maps, like that's a valid concern.
That's exactly the voice I hear in my
That's
head.
what
That
we,
is- yeah.
That's what we hear. No disrespect.
Where's Cash Beaumont?
We're here to help.
He's he's highlighted right there. He's the yellow. The yellow is around him.
Yeah.
That's him?
That's him. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Totally is.
You're right.
And so, yeah. So basically, the point is, he can make weapons all day. It won't make maps happen any slower or any faster. But let's have a look at these patches.
There's a request to turn the volume down.
Oh, is it just because
I'm bringing the fire.
are they talking about our voices?
Game volume or
Go
voice
from an
volume?
11
Down just slightly. This is here's the problem.
11.
I can turn the mic to point to the band instead of that's probably gonna make a big difference.
Hello there.
Originally I had it just going to
proposal
the
I
Game
have?
is way too
In
loud.
person would be
The
best.
game is too. Oh, look at that crap! You're right.
Yeah.
We had that tuned up for a previous stream where where Skype was fighting with the game.
Could game value go down? Sir, please settle down.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
so
can't not be radical.
Are we good now, guys?
I did a kind of a
Blame
hurried.
hashtag blame Brant. I like
I
that.
did a no.
That
It's my
must
fault.
be Fallout Girl.
It's my
No,
fault. I did a hurried
That's
audio
Divine
test.
Demons.
I didn't.
With a Z.
I didn't test the game audio with our voices. That's totally my fault.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these patch notes. So, first off, of course, the Go Bag Weapon Pack. We've already gone over it.
Game
but,
audio is really low now. Come on. Let's find a happy medium, gentlemen.
yeah, I think
ladies.
I think people need to stop stop steadying the arc, everybody.
Game volume is not important.
Okay,
Not today.
let's save the Go Bag. Let's talk about the Go Bag when we actually get to Cash Beaumont. In the meantime, there's some other stuff having to do with the Bounty Broker that we got in here in the patch notes. First off, there's a new Coming Soon tab. We'll check that out. Oh, here he is. Let's talk to Cash Beaumont.
Everybody's saying we're good. So.
Okay, good.
Shall we do some business?
Let's talk to this guy. Let's look
Hello,
at
Cash.
his.
Talk about bounties.
All right, so first
Oh.
off, zombies.
Interrupted.
I got to take care of this.
Yeah,
first.
take care of this nonsense. Okay, so let's go down. Let's find some patch notes we can talk about while you're murdering these zombies.
I wish Cash would help.
Actually, he's no longer vulnerable to people who like to throw zombies at him. So if you wanted to chop the arms and legs off a zombie and then throw them at the bounty broker again and again, it used to be you could damage him that way. There was the one way that you could get him to take damage, and some player found it.
Wow.
But now that doesn't work anymore. That's one
That's
of our patch
impressive,
notes.
guys.
All right.
But then check
Here
out
we
this go bag update. So we've got, let's see here. So collecting 10 meds. So the wrench blade, close combat knife, you get that by collecting 10 meds. That's a pretty straightforward one. But
Yep.
probably just hit a couple of clinics to get that one. This guy, the G45 FDE. What does FDE stand for?
Flat Dark Earth. It's a tan, essentially. Military tan.
Okay, cool. So that one is for crafting 8 plague cures. So that means you've got to murder 40 or more plague zombies, and then go take their garbage home to craft the cures. What else we got? The Tow Hitch Club, craft 14 vehicle repair kits.
Wow, that's expensivo.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of parts.
Enjoy that.
That's
Just keep. That's one you might want to put on sort of in the background after you're done with the more intense ones.
it's a super cool weapon that Mark made, though.
It's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
It's got that sort of tow hitch ball
Cha-clunk.
right on the end of it.
Yeah.
Clunk. It's awesome.
Okay.
And then over here we got the classic AK-47. So the AK-47s that were in the game before, all of them had some kind of modern.
This is something that we've been wanting to do behind the scenes for a long time, and we're finally able to take care of
yourself
that.
at home.
So
Yeah.
So you got to
the wood grain with the old AK.
The classic.
Yeah.
so you got to scavenge for 35 ammo to get that one.
Okay.
So let's raid all the gun stores, all of the military encampments, everything you
Yeah.
can.
All right. I'm going to skip over that. and
Okay.
We'll get to that. We'll get to those last here.
Yeah.
So the MPX submachine gun. You got to kill 150 zombies with assault weapons. So assault weapons, that phrase, the reason it's that way is because we've got a couple of different categories of weapons that all work for this. We've got the assault class, which is your assault rifles and submachine guns all get kind of lumped into that class. You've also got assault shotguns, and I think there might be another weapon type. It might just be assault shotguns. Anyway, anything that says assault in the name of the weapon type will work for this. We actually tweaked the way that the data works out of the servers to make sure that we'd communicated that correctly.
Yeah. Okay, next is...
Let's see here. This is the Doomsday Carbine. This one's got like the big, massive.
It's got a drum mag and all sorts of fun stuff. It's got a professional brake on it.
And for this one, you have to craft 2,750 rounds or bolts.
Yep.
So lots and lots. And I think sort ammo doesn't work for this. You got to actually craft it with like an ammo press or one of the advanced facilities.
We're basically trying to keep you busy until the next content update.
But you need a lot of ammo if you're going to have something with a giant drum mag
That's
and
true.
automatic fire.
This is
It's
why.
it's a special call-out model. It's bespoke, and so it should have a little bit of a extra red tape you got to jump
That's
through.
right.
Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
not sorry.
we shall go into the last three, which are very special because as a happy birthday gift to Mr. Dart, we have the M Dart 986 revolver.
And you got to craft 80 stamina consumables. And so I think those come in packs. I don't think you do them one at a time, so it should take a little bit. It won't be quite as long as that sounds like. But yeah, I got to craft a bunch of stamina because who has more stamina than Mr. Dart?
That's a good question.
I'm just going to leave that question out there for people to
I don't
answer
know.
in their own
That's a
minds.
good question.
I don't know. I did watch a stream where he was like, anytime somebody donated, he had to do burpees.
Oh, that's probably what this is about.
And it was tiring for me to watch, and his community was ruthless.
Congrats, Mr. Dart.
Happy birthday, and
Happy birthday.
this is the first of at least 2 in the M Dart series weapons, but the other one will be sometime later.
All right, so what else we got here?
All right,
Oh, here we got the M590 FDGB. So FDGB, is that like FDE? Is that like
No, that's a
nope.
little bit different.
that's a little bit different.
It's
is.
a good friend of the lab.
It stands for Fall Down, Go Boom.
because when you shoot someone with a shotgun, they fall down and they go boom.
They
right?
definitely
Is
fall down and go boom on
This
this
is
guy.
a
that- maybe first they go boom and then they fall down.
maybe.
Yeah, he was here with our special World War II broadcast. You guys can check that out on the YouTubes.
It was our first one of these
It was
weapon
our
pack
first
drops,
weapon
yeah.
pack drops.
And last week we totally just stole his format.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So
So
thank
he's-
you for that, by the way, Fall Down.
Mark's got a fall down mouse pad. You guys check him out. Get your own.
That's right.
But yeah, it's a good. He's a good dude, and he deserves his own weapon in the SOD universe.
And then speaking of another person who deserves, who's
Yes.
done a lot for our game, the Trailblaze X2K.
Yeah, so that's a direct reference to Blaze Experience, he's got his own podcast that focuses on a lot of games, but primarily State of Decay 2, which has been really a blessing to us. Like hearing his analysis and all of his opinions and the guests that he brings in to talk about our game. It's pretty amazing, and he's been instrumental in building up our like suite of community events and things that go on, especially like say Undead Trials, which I think that he's more recently bowed out of that one, but that tradition has continued on, and we just finished another Undead Trials just like a little over a week ago.
Yeah.
And in fact, if you guys have been paying attention to Undead Trials, that'll be good for you for the giveaway that's going to be happening a little bit later on this stream. You notice we've got some pins, some Bronto Gas pins, and also some Cash Beaumont stickers to give away at the end of this stream.
Exclusive.
So if you know anything about Undead Trials, if you've been keeping up with it, that's what we're going to be asking questions about. So, go open another tab and bone up on it if you don't know anything yet.
Destroy 6 Plague Hearts in Melee. Well, I guess I'll never see this in my home game.
Exclusive.
So, yeah, that seems appropriate for Blaze Experience.
These are lab exclusives.
Yeah.
Like if
can't-
you worked on this project, you got these stickers. Not everybody at the lab got this, so it's niche within a niche within a niche. You
That's
guys.
right.
Special stickers.
Ultra niched. All right.
So, yeah, this is
See
basically
you later,
the-
Cash Beaumont.
So let's look at a couple of things. Look back at his interface there.
Oh, okay.
Like open him up. Look inside. Okay, so tab over to the right a few times. This
Okay,
is one of our
bump.
patch notes.
Bump, bump. Look at that.
Look at that. We've got a coming soon tab, so we can like tease what might be coming in later updates.
Oh.
So we're going to keep using that as we keep adding weapon packs.
What are we making?
Yeah, I know. This is the only way that Dan, Mark, and I find out what we're actually supposed to make.
Ship the sail
They're-
before we even get to touch it. So,
Oh,
yeah.
they're kidding. They've already made everything. That's reference there.
Have we?
Um,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you have. So, at least it looks like that on
Everything
Jira.
has to go through like months of testing and like
I call it
Localization and everything,
localization.
I call it prototyping, where it's
Okay, so we got the coming soon tab. The Bounty Broker's interface now accurately displays the weights of weapons with attachments. So it used to be that we were just grabbing the weight of the weapon vanilla by itself when we were looking at this screen. But now, like if something comes with a professional break on it,
There we go.
or something like that, now that is actually accurately updating the weight. So it actually is going to be 9.6 pounds when it gets into your inventory. It used to be we'd only show the weight of the vanilla weapon and it would be inaccurate. So minor thing, but we fixed it. Another thing here, we already said that Cash Beaumont is no longer vulnerable to you throwing zombie bodies at him again and again.
stop doing that.
That's not nice.
There's also in the critical response, the stealth-focused police sniper rifle bounty now requires you to use quiet weapons and not just be crouched while killing zombies. So it was stealth kill 200 zombies. What that meant
Oh,
originally
nice
was
try, cheaters.
basically as long as you were
Hacks.
crouched, you could be like firing away with an automatic shotgun at these guys, and it would still count.
It's not how that works.
Yeah, so now you have to be using a suppressed weapon or a weapon that's naturally silent, like a crossbow, in order to get credit for that if you're doing it long range. Of course, if you're sneaking up on zombies and stabbing them, that also works.
We really need you guys to do what we say and not what we do.
Yeah,
Not what we allow.
because we'll patch it and we'll make it stop.
That's right.
And then finally, Cash Beaumont is now a little bit more chatty than he was before. So it just means like if you're hanging around with him, he has answers to more things. We got a little bit more VO in there for him. VO standing for voiceover. So it's a subtle change, but we wanted him to be a little bit more of a person. So there's a little bit more in there. And then that's it to do with him. Then we've got a bunch of like gameplay tweaks.
Take care.
So you can go run off and do whatever you want. Maybe try
Good.
to earn some bounties. So first one is a big one. We reworked our physics systems to make it less likely that a vehicle will explode or fly away upon repair. This is very important. Now, we are not promising that we have destroyed every case of this happening. Physics is a very twitchy and complicated beast. And so I will not be surprised at all if someone finds a way to make this happen some more. But
Yes.
but yeah, we found somebody figured out one of the major causes that was going on, which is basically our doors. So when something is moving around in the game, there's two things that can move. One is physics, and the other one is animation.
Right.
And so the two of them are kind of separate from each other. And what was going on was our doors were controlled by animation, but they were also receiving physics impulses. And so basically when an animation
Yeah.
was saying, hey, this door is shut, but then physics things would happen to the door again and again, it would just build up this impulse. It's like in Breath of the Wild, when you freeze something and you hit it again and again and again and again
It's
and
like
again, and then it just explodes off in some direction. So there was some case where after you repaired a vehicle, all that physics that had been applied to the door would just go smacking into the vehicle and rocket it off in some direction.
So
Or-
future updates: vehicles have no doors.
yeah, that was our fix. No,
Enjoy your doors because it's over.
So yeah,
That's
so a programmer went in and changed the way that the doors work, so they're no longer doing that.
AKA magician.
And we believe that was one of the major causes of that effect. Probably is not 100%, but it's one of the major causes. We're hoping that that'll fix it. And also, it also explains some of the really weird behavior you'd see, like a car just sliding off to the side gently
Yeah.
after you repaired it. If there was only a little bit of physics on that door,
Sense.
and it
Yeah.
was, in that direction.
We're a small team, guys, and it's just a lot of ground to cover, and things happen.
Yep. And so we're in this weird case where we're like a medium-sized team where we're not so small we can do only one thing at a time, but we're not so big we can just fix everything.
Right.
Sort of at the drop of a hat.
Right, and it's a lot of ground to cover. It's a big open world, and there's lots of things that are gonna come up.
But definitely, if you guys still run into any vehicle catapulting nonsense in our game, please report it to support.stateofdecay.com.
Yes.
In fact, let me
That's
put
the
that
way
on
to
there.
get us.
Boink! Support.stateofdecay.com.
Look at that.
If you report that to us, especially if you've got
Like a
video of what
professional.
happened, so that we can look at, what actually happened in your case, it would help us a lot. So let us know if any of that isn't working.
Looks like
Other
it's your lucky
stuff.
day.
So we fixed an issue with the new dodge keybind that was causing it to fire off a dodge even when players pressed it while in a menu. So most of you wouldn't have seen this at all because this was just an optional thing that we added to the game where if you wanted to split dodge and stealth from each other and make some sacrifices on your controller to sort of fit both in on separate buttons, you could. But that new version of dodge that you could bind to your button, it actually worked even when a menu was up. So you'd like open up a menu and then hit B to get out of the menu, and your character would dodge as soon as you left the menu, and that's weird. So we so stop that from happening.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I've seen that in more games than ours too. It's a pretty
It's
common
not just
mistake.
us. Yeah, it's not just us.
So we fixed a fun bug that caused players to walk in the sky when they triggered a remote explosion while sliding down a ladder.
No more skywalking.
Yeah, so we've seen you guys' videos. In fact, I think we even showed one in Community Spotlight one of these weeks where somebody was they're running around in Heartland. They're just walking above rooftop level.
Oh, that's right.
All the way across. And it's great because people love to post those videos without posting how they did it.
Yeah.
So it took us a long time to figure out what
That's
was
how we
going on.
figure it out.
But so it was just something really weird. It's like there's some of my favorite bugs are that kind of thing where it's like hitting the remote explosion button while sliding down a ladder.
Yep.
Kicks you off the ladder unless you run around in the sky. Like, who would even think of doing that? Yeah. Who would even, consider that was probably the cause?
Wizards.
Yep. So you guys are wizards finding those things, and finally one of our wizards managed to fix it. We fixed a bug that was preventing multiplayer clients from healing the technician in Daybreak.
Hey, can I get a
So there were a lot of people who actually thought that was an intentional choice and actually changed their Daybreak strategies so that only the host would hang around with the technician to try to heal them.
So only the host could heal him?
Yeah, it was just a bug. It was not intentional. We wanted everyone to be able to heal him, and so now that is fixed. Everyone can heal the technician now in the game and in Daybreak. And it just occurred to me, I have not been paying any attention to our Slack channel, where people...
Oh, that was dumb.
Oh, here we go.
Wait. Does anybody care that Brant's mic is visible?
I don't. I think
No.
it may... No, it's
put
kind
it
of it's like we're doing the YouTube video for a podcast where they just got all the equipment and garbage all around them and no one cares.
Let's put it in front of my face. That's what the community wants.
HD Brant.
Interesting. So we got a question from Enamel Eagle, who's asking. Basically, they've got a list of all the guns in the game. They're going through and they're trying to make a collection that contains every single gun. And there's one called I don't recognize his name here.
What's the name?
Persian Meal or something like that.
Meal. Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's basically a baseball bat on steroids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not a gun. It's
No,
a,
it's not
a
a
melee
gun.
weapon. Okay, that makes sense.
Melee.
Okay,
It's got a high knockdown value.
They said that they've played 1,000 hours of this game and have only gotten one Persian Meal.
Yeah, it's one of the super rares.
So and they're asking, will it ever get into a bounty list? So the problem with putting in the bounty list is when something is on a bounty list, it's actually, you can't use it until you complete the bounty. So if we added it to a bounty list, what that would mean is everyone who has a Persian Meal would have their Persian Meal locked until they completed the bounty. So right now, using the current system the way it works, that wouldn't be very helpful to you.
Right.
But we should keep that in mind for the future. Maybe there's something we can do if we kind of
What we could do is do another version of it, and
that's more common or something.
or
Or allow. I see what
just
you're
a
saying,
different version so that we can isolate it so that it doesn't mess up the economy.
So Blaze Experience asked, do the artists do weapon descriptions, or is it done in conjunction with others? And
That's a really good question.
we do give input, but we have a writer named Andy, and Andy takes care of the final polish of the words and the text, the naming.
Yeah.
So it's a team effort.
We-
So we do in conjunction with others.
So if he can't find information on a particular weapon, he'll ask us to come up with some bullet points. I meant it.
Bullet points.
Just some things that set it apart that he can use in the description. Yeah, like Dan said,
Yeah.
we tag team this thing.
Yeah. So the creative inspiration behind these weapons comes from these guys.
If there's a particular name that we just want to stick to, we'll let him know, and it goes through. He has his input too. Definitely a collaborative effort.
Oh my God, I cheat so much.
Sixo wants to know, will any achievements be added to the Bounty Broker in the future? No promises, but that it is something that we have in mind. We didn't do achievements for some of these smaller updates just because it's one more job to get done in the time that we had, and so I'm expecting that at some point in the future we're going to do like an update to the game that includes some achievements. And when we do that, I would not be at all surprised if some of it ties into the Bounty Broker. But we'd have to make sure, because they'd be coming out later than the Broker, we'd have to make sure that if you've already completed bounties that would have been tied to an achievement, that you get credit for that instead of having to somehow redo it, or I mean, you can't even redo bounties. So yeah, we definitely have that in mind. Going back to the patch notes real quick. See here, so we fixed some issues that caused players to get stunned when their friend attacked a zombie that they had grappled. So if you grab a zombie from behind and your friend hits a zombie in the face and kills it, it would also knock you back and make you more vulnerable in combat. And so we've turned that off. So now you actually get to kind of move on like a professional and keep fighting zombies. We also fixed an issue that was causing some fast search attempts to stall out. So when you were searching and you would hold down the left bumper, or whatever key it is, the shift key, I think, on PC, and make it go fast. Sometimes it would just stop and wouldn't let you continue, and so we fixed that bug. That shouldn't happen anymore. And we refined search audio, adding a container open sound effect to most container types. Yeah. So if you listen carefully,
That's exactly the sound we use.
it was actually Dan Mode talking into a microphone. Yeah. Making that noise. I really want you to just keep doing that.
Well, the comedic timing requires that I do it 3 times, so...
Yeah,
We could have a stream where we turn the game audio off and Dan Mode does all the Foley.
Just get, kind of like the guy in Spaceballs,
Book
right?
it.
Yeah.
Or Police Academy.
Yeah. Book it. We're done.
I've heard, I have played games that actually did that for all of their audio, and it does wear on you after a while.
Yeah.
But our guest next week is actually going to be one of our audio designers. It's going to
There
be,
you go.
Alex is going to come in here. So
There you go.
he can give you all kinds of information about how Foley works and stuff like that. That'll be fun. So only a couple of more items left on the patch notes list, and then we're just going to fool around with Brant for a little while.
Fiddle.
So we fixed some faulty objectives with the following missions, some of which were causing progression hangs. So Sheriff winning allies, Sheriff loot dispute, demand for food, demand for ammo, and final offer. Those 5 missions all had progression hangs in them, and we fixed them. And part of the problem was, I think that several of these were actually fallout from Heartland. Like to give you guys a sense of how it works and why we have to be so careful and cautious and sometimes slow with the way we release updates and patches. There was a change that was made to the mission system to allow something we wanted to do in Heartland that changed the way that objectives work.
People seem happy about that.
About fixing the progression hangs?
There's lots of yeses and thank you, Undead, and...
whenever we find out about a
Positive
progression
vibes.
hang, it makes us very, very sad because we've run into them in other games that we've played, and it can be a really frustrating experience. We hate it when something like that creeps into our game. But it happened because we were trying to fix something, make something work in Heartland, and we made a change to the way that objectives get completed.
Yeah.
And that change, without us realizing it, cascaded into breaking several missions in the core game. And we didn't catch them until after release. And so we've caught them now, we fixed them, and hopefully, and if you run into any more, please, as always, go to support.standarddecay.com and let us know, because we're desperate to fix all of these.
Yes.
I've actually got another one that is a much rarer, it's a weird edge case that most people aren't going to run into, but it's another one that was caused by that exact same thing on my desk right now that I'm in the middle of fixing. So don't until some future update. Don't heal your sick character in the tutorial until after the mission tells you to, because if you do it beforehand, you'll probably break the starter scenario. Because that happened. We also fixed an issue with Help Wanted in Heartland, which is another mission, which was blocking progress as the player quit the game with Brock dead. So if you quit the game after Brock had died, it would come back, and part of the game would expect him to be alive, and another part would expect him to be dead, and the whole thing would explode, and no missions would start. So that doesn't happen anymore. So good, you can play Heartland in peace.
All right, let's see. I need 150 zombies with assault weapons.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go try and get ammo and meds. Try and work on this a little bit.
Shin Koizumi asked, how rare is the M4X2 Lite SSW? I've been playing since the game came
It's
out.
rare.
It's still do not
rare.
have it.
It's rare.
It's super rare. I
Not
think,
super.
oh,
It's rare.
Just normal rare?
Not
regular
super
rare?
Regular rare.
Okay, and that is one of the problems too with randomness in general in games. And I think we've had I think every time we get Brian on here, he talks about this. The fact that when when something is random, that means some players are just going to never get a thing because that's how randomness works. If there's something if it is a 1,000,000 to 1 chance that somebody would never get a weapon, that means that's one player out of every 1,000,000 players that's going to have that experience. And that's just the way that randomness works. And so there are other ways to do randomness where you start to bump up the probability of things that haven't happened for a long time happening. But that's not what we're using with weapon rarity. So since we've gotten multiple comments about that, we should maybe have a discussion about, is there something we can or should do with the rarity system, with the sort of the random weapon distribution system in our game, to make sure that we don't have weapons that just become unicorns that certain players just never, ever get. But it would take some reworking, so I have to think about it carefully. Because the last thing we want to do is break it because we tried to fix a random edge case.
That's the meanest thing I've ever seen.
What?
I just switched outposts.
Oh my gosh!
And
$2.99.
$2.99 of 300.
Go kill a few zombies, I guess.
All right. Gonna go have to take care of biz.
The news van should exist.
Look at that, a Norma just sitting there, Fallout girl. Anyways.
It should exist, but yeah, I can't prove it right now.
I made it.
It's
a real thing.
I'm making a note to myself. Let's go make sure it's actually
We
spawning.
should probably double check, make sure it's spawning.
Does the news van spawn? When you got so many different things in a game, it is really easy for one thing to just stop showing up and nobody notices. Because they notice all the other ones. It's not like there's no vehicles in the game. So yeah, we'll have to check that out.
No, there's no Thor's hammer. There's no Mjolnir.
Yeah, so yeah, Nate Ryle asked if Thor's hammer was in the game.
That seems like a dev test weapon kind of thing.
Dodge.
No, we haven't done any mythical weapons like that. Good idea, but
Yeah.
haven't done it yet.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, we should someday maybe we could do a mythology-inspired weapon set. But we'd have to. Are there any mythological guns? Like I feel
I like when it's presented to the player, they pick it up and they don't know if it's got magic ability or not. Like, just go, oh, destroy everything it touches. Okay, let's test it out and see what happens.
That's true. That makes sense.
I like the mystery. J.J. Abrams,
304.
Black Box.
Did it.
So I should say, by the way, that was we don't have any patch notes left. The only one left is in the miscellaneous category. It says we also did further work improving the stability of the game, which was basically, people were sort of highlighting all of the big changes that went into the game, and there were a bunch that were fixed a little rare crash here, fixed a random soft lock here. And so I kind of wrapped all that up into a stability note, and basically we're always trying to find cases like that and fix them as the game goes on. So that's it. That's the whole patch notes, because this is a little one. But there's going to be a bigger one, as Henry and Erin said, there's going to be a bigger one next month. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It actually will be less than a month before we can probably start showing you guys what's going to be in that update. So, so stay tuned. Keep coming back to this stream so that we can show you stuff. This is always going to be the very first place where you see new stuff. Weeks before it comes out in the wild, you guys can see it here. So,
That's right.
So follow us and stuff if you haven't already. So the agenda.
Is it time for Community Spotlight?
Well, so that's the question. So we've got a few different things we want to do. One is the giveaway. One is Community Spotlight. And one is just watching Brant mess around. So watching Brant mess around we can do anytime we want.
Yeah,
so,
we don't need to do that.
24/7, we have that available to us.
So
Yes.
let's yeah, exactly.
I do that all the time. Wow, there's 4 Normas.
Look at all the Normas. If only somebody could get that to happen for
Somebody's so mad right now.
them. There's a green one, a yellow one, and a yellow one.
I don't know what people are complaining
Choices
about.
of yellow.
I was kind of disappointed that the Normata did not get submitted
The Normata.
to Community Spotlight. Okay, you know what?
The Normata is, fall down. I agree. That's a special word.
You guys want me to get in trouble because you guys know that you're safe. and I'm not going
Sink
to get in trouble.
Brant's battleship.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't we let's do the quiz. So we're doing a giveaway.
Zoom in.
The giveaway right
Where's the
here.
car?
This is a Bronto gas pin. Only a small number of these were made, and they were only given away at one event. But you can have one if you get the answer to this question right. You know what else you can get too? These limited edition
Good luck with that.
Cash Beaumont.
Good luck with the correct answer, guys
Cash
and ladies.
Beaumont stickers. They were only we just made them for our ship party for update 10. And so we're the only ones who got them, but you
Yep.
can have some if you know
Exclusive.
the answer. If you know the answer to this question. This question is, who was the champion of the latest Undead Trials community event? Now, you can know their Xbox gamer tag. You can also know their Twitch handle. Either one of those will be an acceptable answer. But if you don't know what Undead Trials is, you should go to @TrialsUndead on Twitter. They link all of everything that's going on there. And it looks like we got a couple people who already know the answer to the question. So yeah. So we're throwing that question out there. The mods are going to be reading your answers, and the first 10 or so on each platform are going to get entered in kind of a random drawing to see who wins, because we don't want your internet speed to be what determines whether or not you win.
I'm
I'm
so
so
glad you're
glad that I
doing
left this up for so long so that Dan could get into his shenanigans. But Brent, I think you can actually pause, because while we're waiting for the answers to get
I don't know
tabulated.
if we can pause right now.
Let me kill this
Oh, maybe
guy.
not right. Well, let's go look at what he's doing
All
real
right.
quick. Oh, wait, no, he's done.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yep.
Well, let's do community spotlight. So
Here we go.
Yay.
Okay, so right here, obviously we had to start with. So to give you some background, a few weeks ago we asked people to share.
I heard of this dude.
Share their vehicle collections with us for our community spotlight. We're doing community spotlight a little less often now, and we're going to be doing it with themes. And so, of course, we had to start with Mon Prince. Mon Prince Cyclope is one of our longtime community members who, ever since a fateful stream back during the Lifeline days, when we challenged people to get cars up onto the platform, on the high platform at Black Friday.
Well, you got Dan mode double bonus right here, because I did the van and I did the Brontosaurus.
So now
you
he's
got
just-
my van on my Brontosaurus. So good job.
So
good job, Mom Prince.
this is only the beginning of the nonsense that Mon Prince got up to.
Great.
So we cannot show everything
Just
that
so
Mon
you
Prince
know, I ended up with that tattoo because I told Mom Prince that he couldn't make it.
did. Oh, that's right. Brett promised that he was going to get a tattoo.
Yeah, because I was absolutely sure. Notice I've never once made another bet with Mom Prince.
You're welcome, Mom Prince. Good work.
So let's look at some of the other nonsense that he got up to. So right here,
Wow.
he was showing us that here in Drucker, he got 3 cars on the roof of his base. But that wasn't enough for him because of,
Backup
his
cars.
ambition.
Good choice.
He also got one on top of the, of the truck, which means I think he had to do whatever thing he does to get them on the roof. He probably had to get them onto the roof first,
Probably
and then
magic.
do it again to get it on top of that thing.
Black magic.
It's ridiculous. And then, on top of that, he went back to Heartland and he just started putting cars in places. So here he is on top of the Church of the Ascension with a car. I love that it's not just the car. It's like he's up there too,
Yeah.
doing whatever. And then over here we got the Little Piggy
Yeah.
tow truck. So he used to actually like to get the Little Piggy tow truck itself, the drivable one, up next to the Little Piggy tow truck in the original game.
I did that piggy truck. That's a Piggy Truck Remastered 2.0.
Yeah.
And good job.
So
Impressive.
And then he also got them on top of Snopes.
You broke Brant. He's off camera. You
So,
broke Brant.
Did you do that? Did you do that tractor as well?
I did not. That is somebody else. But
But yeah, so we got this car and this tractor having like a forbidden relationship up there on top of Snoats.
yeah, impressive.
So Mon Prince, you're ridiculous, and we love you.
Still up to his old tricks, I see.
Yeah. So there's a lot more. There's no way we were going to be able to show all of the stuff that he got up to.
Yeah.
But if you follow him, you see @Mon Prince down there. If you follow him, you can see the rest of the stuff that he did. It was crazy. But he's not the only one. We also got a contribution from I Like Cake.
Yay!
I Like Cake actually did a stream where she collected this garbage pile of cars.
Wow, she got some of my favorites in there. The military pickup, that's one of my favorites that I worked on.
So I was not watching this stream, but apparently she got some people together and scoured the entire Heartland map for every single car, and then just piled them into a giant.
Oh, she's got the
demo derby.
red Talon SUV. That's apparently pretty rare.
Yeah, here's another view of her pile of cars.
At some point, cars start disappearing.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not
Start-
sure.
I wonder if
You
we're
start to
actually
break
seeing
stuff,
all
yeah.
the cars.
No. That's impressive.
You know what's great is then when Juggernaut runs through there and starts exploding all your cars.
I saw some chain reactions people had set
Yeah.
up, which were pretty insane.
It's a great way to bring our game to its knees.
Yeah, so what she said
Yeah.
about it was 4 hours later, 22 cars found in Heartland, all parked at Jurassic Junction in one very hilarious demolition derby fun-filled stream.
Well done, Cake.
Good job.
So the next two were videos. The first one, though, doesn't have a lot of audio to it, so we don't need to put on our headphones yet.
Okay.
But the last one we're going to need our headphones for. So, just be aware of your headphones, guys. So first, let's look at, let's see, I like Kate, and then Caleb. So Caleb took this off-screen video of him having collected every wizard van
Oh, wow.
Wait,
in the entire
what?
world. But I think, look at who he's playing right now.
There's some shenanigans.
There's some
There's
shenanigans.
some shenanigans.
So, I'm thrilled that he loves the wizard van so much, and he's collected so many of them.
Yeah.
I imagine he probably did it because he found out the wizard van was
His
going to be
weapons,
going away.
his weapon situation's impressive too. Yeah, there's lots of black magic going on right here.
Yeah, we're thinking that this might not be the result of just naturally calling in the wizard van. But
Yeah.
that's
Impressive
still,
nonetheless.
that is an impressive collection, Caleb.
Hey, took time, effort. Thanks for playing SOD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We appreciate
We
it.
appreciate you.
And
your,
now
your
this,
account will be
Even if you're,
banned.
you're gonna get banned after the stream.
Just kidding.
But Banhammer. But cool stuff.
No, you're fine. Everything's okay. So let's look at. Put your headphones on, guys. Let's check out this ridiculousness from TJ.
Hey guys, did you just cruise into town and your hoodoo broke down? Well, come on down to the Motorless Mile and see TJ's Not So Hot used car
Okay.
lot and renter wreck.
I like
We're
your style,
giving this stuff
TJ.
away. That's right, cash is a thing of the past. So you just bring me your influence, we got a ride to fit your hide. From pimp to simp, we've got it all.
Yo,
Act
champ
now,
to
we're gonna
simp.
offer one free euthanization of a friend or family member. So come on down to my town. That's TJ's Not So Hot used car lot and renter wreck.
Okay, we need to
Enemy
hire
infringement
him.
not qualify. Euthanization only applies to
Yeah, he
infected
can
people.
work with
Vehicles
me.
may not operate as well as they look. Some restrictions apply.
Got all the right choices here.
So
TJ is the
was
voice
ridiculous.
of Cash Beaumont now.
Yeah. So I have a test map that I call Dan's Hot Card Lot, and yeah. So TJ, you'd fit right in with our enterprise.
some of my favorite places
One
to.
free euthanization of
Yeah, I
friend or
know,
family
right?
member. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so one of my favorite things to do is to go to the places that artists create for themselves to like put all of their stuff on display. Because Scott, our character artist, has actually got like a script-driven level where he can just like put in the filters, like say, show me all women over 50, and it'll just be like, and like all of the character models will sort of be arrayed out there, and he can glance over them and be like, look at what I have created.
When in State of Decay 1, or actually no, at the start of State of Decay 2, he would, when they started getting test animations, he plugged in a dance, a ballet dance, and he could get all of the zombies to start doing ballet dances too.
That's
He's
awesome.
So folks are saying that the wizard van's gone.
Yeah, the Wizard Van was we removed it because it was a holiday event for last year,
Okay,
and it
it
was
was
still
temp-
bleeding into summer.
Temporary type deal.
Yeah, so we're not taking it out of the game forever or anything
Okay.
like that. But we wanted to save it for special occasions. It's a special occasion van,
Yeah.
and we just accidentally left it in for months and months. So there will be future special occasions where you get that van. I promise you. I don't want to promise things. I strongly suggest that it's a good possibility.
Maybe we do a new wizard van to upshow the old wizard van people.
There we go. Exactly. We could do. We should do like a rogue van and a ranger van and a paladin van.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Wizard van 2.0.
Grant, we should play the game some more.
Who's on board?
Oh, are we okay?
Cool.
So
thanks.
that was all of Community Spotlight. Oh, but
Thanks, community.
So one thing I forgot to say, the next Community Spotlight we do, I'd really like to see you guys' favorite characters. So let me I'm gonna pop back over to the Community Spotlight view.
Dang
so
it.
Hey
that I
guys,
can
did you just
throw
cruise into
this
town
thing
and your
up on
hoodoo
the
broke
board.
down?
So,
Well, come on down to the Motorless Mile and see TJ's Not So Hot used car lot and renter wreck. We're giving this stuff away. That's right, cash is a thing of the past. So you just bring me your influence, we got a ride to fit your hide. From pimp to simp, we've got it all.
I love you,
Act now.
TJ, but that's happening too. My whole presentation's a
Get it
disaster.
together.
Wow.
Okay, anyway,
Get it together, Jeffrey.
back to normal. So I want to see your favorite character. And so it could be like, maybe your favorite trio that you always like to start a community with, or maybe it's just your number one favorite person. If you got to do anything with video, it's got to be under 30 seconds or we can't put it on the stream. But we would love to see you guys' submissions about that. So Megan's going to probably make a post about it on social media too, encouraging people to show us your favorite character and tell us why you like them. And we'll throw a bunch of stuff. Some future stream, we'll throw a bunch of stuff up on the board and let you guys show off to the whole community. So that said, we're back into the game. Watching Brant play.
I'm just collecting stuff because I need to find meds and ammo. And I've got some ammo collected. I'm going to go to the pharmacy and see if I can find some meds.
Okay, so FreakDog69 had a question. Hey, Dan.
Okay.
Can you make an ATV?
Oh,
There's
like
can you and will you?
like a quad and stuff. Yeah, I lived in Texas and Louisiana. I know what's up. No, that'd be really cool. It'd be neat to have those and roll with your squad.
Part of the challenge of that is a character driving an ATV would have to be animated differently.
It's a
from
whole
character
other
driving
set
a
of
car.
animations.
Yeah.
And
So it's not going to happen.
And it's yeah.
No, that's the thing. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It means that it takes a lot more.
It's in the same vein, honestly, as motorcycles
Yeah.
and bicycles.
Yeah.
It's just a whole nother type of thing, and it's like it'd be great to have. And we've talked about this kind of thing and try to prototype some stuff, but keeping it in the back burner. And
So the reason why we wanted to make sure we highlighted
Trail
this
off.
question was so that we can point out that at support.stateofdecay.com, we've got a wish list feature. So if there's something like an ATV where
Please.
you're not seeing it from us from a really long time, but you really want to let us know that that's something that's important to you, go to support.stateofdecay.com, go to the wish list, and post a description of what it is that you want. And the reason why, so we used to have a wish list channel on Discord where people would just talk through all the stuff they wanted. We would monitor it, whenever we could, and spend time in there talking to folks and get a sort of a vibe for what people were interested in. But this is better because not only can you post your own wish list thing, but it sticks around long term, and you can upvote it so that the favorite stuff ends up at the top. And we can tell not just that some one person wanted something, but rather we can tell what the community is rallying around and what they're really interested in as a group. So go and participate in that if you want to see your favorite features make it into the game. Now, it's not a promise. Just because something ends up on the wish list doesn't mean it's going to be possible for us to do. But, this next update that we're planning to announce in over the next couple of weeks, in the next few weeks,
Oh, that's destroyed.
it is something that's somewhere near the top of that wish list, and so we are paying attention. It does really matter to us, and so contribute to that. So we've got some winners, by the way, for the giveaway.
You win.
Everyone's a winner.
So first off, let's just share the answer to the question: who was the champion of the latest Undead Trials community event? It was Private Garnet, Starvin' Marvin.
Congratulations.
So first, congratulations to Private Garnet / Starvin' Marvin. I think Private Garnet is the Xbox name and Starvin' Marvin is the Twitch handle, but I could have that backwards. Look this one up on Twitch and see if it's real, and then follow them. But yeah, so congratulations to them.
Good job
for beating Undead
Good job
Trials.
of winning.
And they were also, there was a second place winner, a third place winner. They all got prizes. It was great. But the prizes that you guys get, this sticker and this pen, these are going out to, on YouTube, Anticipated Gaming is going to get these guys. Over on Mixer, Compy Chompy is going to get these.
Good job of winning, guys.
And on Twitch, Maximilian Colby. So if you guys have not yet been contacted by Megan, what you guys need to do is send an email to social@undeadlabs.com. Yeah, that's social@undeadlabs.com. Make sure that she knows that you exist and that you're ready to get your prizes mailed to you, and she'll work that out with you. And don't lie. Don't go in there and try to pretend to be one of these people if you're not, because that's going to be garbage. We're not going to like you anymore if that's what you do. So, boom. So now I think that's all of our official business. I think that we are just messing around.
Time for unofficial business, kids.
So yeah, if there's any more questions you folks have, especially questions for Dan Mode, our vehicle and weapon general hard surface artist.
Yeah.
We're happy to have him here. And it's a rare opportunity, so you guys need to take advantage.
How do you guys like the packs that have come so far? Is there special magic stuff that isn't light machine guns and bazookas? Is there?
Yeah.
Are there themes you guys are interested in seeing someday?
Ice cream truck? I see that going on in the.
Okay,
Yeah.
in the
if we
chat
do
over
any
here.
truck, it's a taco truck.
Mike,
I will quit. Oh, hey, there's vehicle physics.
Right there. Wow.
Physics.com. Yeah. So no, the ice cream truck's a cool idea. The taco trucks, definitely. All that stuff's been kicked around. We'd love to add some new vehicles.
Oh, Matt Saunders said the stream skipped and he missed the winner announcement. So congratulations, Matt Saunders. You didn't win.
Oh,
There's winners next week, Matt.
dude.
Don't listen to Mean Jeff.
That's horrid.
His new name is Mean Jeff.
I'm sorry.
You are a terrible person.
I'm pretty bad. Daniel Faluca asked about car skins.
Yeah.
Basically, I think if we could take cars that already exist, that already work, and do alternate skins of them.
And Maxi 55555 also says, can we get some exciting new colors in this weapon pack? Would you consider some even more outlandish colors in the future? So weapons, vehicles, more colors. Yeah, we're capable of doing that, and we could throw it through the bounty broker. We could make them part of the general population random, like you could find a random color, which would be kind of cool, kind of give a rarity to it. But there's a lot of discussion that goes into, like, is this something you earn with the bounty broker, or is this something you would find in the world? And we want to make people who feel like they went through the bounties, they earned
Something
what they
special.
got. They got something special.
Yeah.
And then there's also the things you find in the world. You also want to have some cool things like, hey, I found a cool tan version of this, or a green version of this.
But as an addendum to that, anytime we add a gun to the general loot table, or a weapon or anything to the general loot table, the odds of finding anything go down by that much.
Yeah,
As we
true.
broaden that, it makes it harder to find things. So
Yeah, that's true. Because there's 100 guns, then each gun you got a 1 in 100 chance of getting it. If there's 200 guns, then it's a 1 in 200 chance. And if there's 500 guns, there's a 1 in 500 chance.
Yeah.
And that's even not bearing in mind the fact that there's different rarities in different places where these things are found. So, yeah. So that's actually one of the reasons why we wanted to do the bounty broker in the first place, was so that, like, when these new weapons get added, players can go and get them, on the day that they're released, instead of...
And it appeals to the people who care about that kind of thing. And if you're not into that specific part of the game, you can just keep playing the game and it doesn't affect you.
Yep.
You know? So it's up to you. And we're trying to make things appeal to everybody. And everybody has to, it's an open world game. We're offering new features, but just keep an open mind that it's not just for you. It's for a lot of different people. And we just try to keep, the audience broad and appeal to different audiences. I personally like to pursue hard to get items. And when I play an open world game and somebody says, "Oh, I got this thing," and you can't find it, like, that immediately goes, okay, my new mission is find that thing. So, yeah, pizza. So, exactly. So, it's just, I love chase items. So,
Yeah. And I love numerical achievements and numbers that rack up. And so that's why I love
Ding,
the
ding,
Bounty
ding,
Broker.
ding, ding, ding.
That's just sort of my thing as a player. Like, you can take an open world game and you just give me a checklist. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, the fairly recent Spider-Man game, which is basically about introducing new types of missions, peppering the map with them.
yeah.
It's like, here's another checklist
Yeah.
for you, Jeffrey. Why don't
Yeah.
you go and do every single one of these things? And I'm like, yes, I would love to. It's like candy.
That was a lot of fun to play, though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to play along the way, which is what made it worth it. I think
I only got to
if
play
it
it
had
for a
been
little
annoying, I
while.
wouldn't have done it.
I need to borrow one of your guys' PS4s so I can play that game.
It's well,
it's
worth it.
It's worth playing for sure.
Absolutely. I actually just finished 100% in Control, which is a really.
Oh.
nice game.
I'm in the
Did
middle
you-
of that.
You started that?
Yes.
Yes.
I
I,
haven't- I
I
haven't
told him
sta-
he needed to buy it.
I haven't
And
started
I
playing
bought
yet.
it immediately because when Jeffrey gets super excited about a game, I mean, he plays a lot of games, and that's how I decide I don't have to play anything until Jeffrey gives it the go-ahead.
Stephen Wolf says German World War II guns would be nice. We are planning that we'd like to do a World War 2.0.
a World War 2.0.
World War II 2.0 pack. But we'll see what the schedule and what we can do. It's definitely an interest of ours. So, and it would be European theater stuff. So it'd be British, Russian.
Mediocre warlord. I love that.
Yeah, I think we've got an entire stream actually that we did explaining all of the references we were making with the achievements. If we come up with new achievements sometime later down the line, we'll have to do another stream like that, going through them all.
That's all. It's all fun stuff. Fun stuff to make for you guys.
Maxie's like, I just got that Mad Max reference. Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite lines in Mad Max Fury Road, which is why it ended up on the achievement.
Hey, what's happening here?
Mediocre.
Witness me.
Yeah, there's one of those in there too.
Yep.
Stay out of my house. My house is my house.
Hey, Brant, do we have a GS Scout yet?
A GS Scout? I don't even know what that is.
It's the real P1. I don't either.
Okay, so P1, you're asking me for a rifle that they made up a name for. So it's actually a SOCOM 2 M1A, which we have in the game.
Ding, ding, ding.
So we got the question, by the way, as we always get, about weather, about whether we can get rain or snow, especially around the holiday season, into the game. And I forgot, I didn't see. Oh, it's Michael Burke asked that question. And so we answer this question a lot, actually, because a lot of people they get into our game and they feel like one of the experiences they want to have in the zombie apocalypse is is inclement weather. Is you're spending a lot of your life outside. And you sort of want to feel that. And there's a lot of technical hurdles in the way of us being able to do that. A big part of it just being, the fact that we're trying to author this world to a high level of fidelity and things like, rain isn't just an effect in the air and an effect in the sky. It gets everything wet. And games that do a really good job of rain, they pour a lot of effort into making that super high fidelity and really making it work.
Yes, they do.
And so we would want to match that level of fidelity, but that means it would be a huge, huge effort to make it happen. Which is one of the main, and there's lots of, every time we talk about it, there's like different wrinkles to this, different reasons why it can be a challenge. We're actually thinking maybe we should put like sort of an answer on our frequently asked questions at support.stateofdecay.com, because it's such a frequent request that we get from people.
Let's get rid of the 22.
But yeah, so that's kind of the rundown on it. Yeah.
Falldown says he wants a clown survivor, and I think that's a really... Because that's somebody who says, it's the apocalypse, it's the end of the world, I still want to be true to myself and continue my profession as a clown.
I absolutely love that idea.
So a non-zombie clown is...
I wonder how many people would exile and or murder that person, though.
Yeah, man, I feel like we couldn't just make them look like a clown. We would have to tie it to a trait somehow.
Every time
to
he talks,
explain.
he finishes the sentences with "Bunka, bunka."
King of Pain, I'm in agreement. We need to add a whole new set of freaks of the other sex.
Yeah.
But as we've explained before, every time we add, we're at the point now, we're at this weird equilibrium where every time we add something new as far as zombies, we have to remove something. So we'd have to have a rotating list,
a roster of them
things that show up and don't. So, I mean, I'm sure it would be possible to have a map where, this map we have female juggernauts, but we don't have
the male juggernauts.
Yeah, males or something like that.
SXO says that we should have a clown horde as a rare encounter.
Oh my God.
Mark just said Cheryl the Feral, and I kind of love that.
Cheryl the Feral.
I kind of love that.
I actually love that too. Let's make it happen.
Go, Cheryl.
Let's make it happen.
I'm heading out.
I'm going to go for the long shot here.
So Crazy Train suggests, how about an option to clean guns so they don't break as often? So I think that we actually might have either hero bonuses or skill effects or something like that, where a character being particularly good with weapons does actually give you a durability bonus for your community.
Both of those.
I think we might very well have both of those.
Yeah.
So we do kind of have that. A lot of things like that are we don't simulate them as like interactions you can perform, because our controller is really full and there's not a lot of room for us to just add new actions for you to perform. But we try to sort of simulate them behind the scenes, like give you the impression that something's going on. You're not actually doing it yourself, but your community is doing it. Okay. Didn't get the zombie, but you got the window, which I appreciate.
I just like the fact that I got a double with
anything that lobs is fun to shoot. I'm sorry.
So I love that we actually our clown zombies were kind of controversial at first. Like there were some players who didn't want the sort of the humor of encountering a clown zombie, but I am loving the adulation that the clown horde idea is getting in the chat right now. Everyone's like, yes,
clown horde.
I am there for the clown horde.
Clown squad. Yeah, They're all about the Survivor clown, though, is my understanding.
Yeah, well, there's both. There's support for both.
Okay.
I want Cheryl the Feral more than anything in the whole world.
Yeah.
In fact, I already want T-shirts. Cheryl the Feral T-shirts. Mark,
She's got the
start making the T-shirts.
She's got the bangs in the front and the spike in the back. You know what I'm talking about? The Karen haircut.
Nate Ryle suggests a Santa Juggernaut, of course. That's our most our popular holiday suggestion. Either a Santa Juggernaut or you get a Santa bloater in there. The bloaters really don't like itchy clothes. They really kind of like to, I think the bloater would probably take it off.
They need to
fast.
be free.
Yeah, they need to be free. They need to get us that nudity rating on the ASRB. That's
I know, what would we do without it?
So we got 1 minute left. I think we're probably about done here, everybody.
Darn
Thanks for
it.
coming to our stream. It's great. You guys are
great.
awesome.
You guys are great. Thanks so much for the feedback. It just makes the game better and better.
Yep.
We enjoy making updates and bringing new content to you guys. And please understand that there's different teams working on different stuff. And
We've got big plans.
Yes.
Okay.
So stay tuned to this stream because we are going to keep announcing updates as we're allowed to. And we got big stuff in the works. And so we would love for you guys to be able to share it with us. And if you've got ideas for stuff that you want to make sure we hear
Pizza.
about, go to support.stateofdecay.com. There's a wish list in there. Add your ideas, or if you're having any problems in the wake of this update. For instance, we just caught a problem where it's causing a few soft locks in multiplayer right now. We're in the middle of fixing that one. We're going to get an update out to fix that as soon as we possibly can. We need you guys to find this stuff for us sometimes, though, because some things just don't arise until they get into the wild. So if you run into something that's a problem, tell us about it, and we'll fix it as fast as we can.
And also, before we leave, Abra, I know you're still here. Please let Fallout Girl know that it's a total lie. I found 4 Normas in one spot, so I'm not going to try and fix any of the Norma things that she thinks is a problem.
So that is Brant Fitzgerald. So thanks to him for
That's how all
playing
of
the
us
game.
feel, by the way. It's everybody here. It's not just me.
And this is Dan Mode. Thank you so much for coming on the stream and telling everybody about the stuff that you do.
thanks so much for coming, guys. We appreciate
We
everything you guys
love
do.
you. We love you.
We do. And thanks for the feedback. And we want to keep supporting the content you guys want. So
Yeah, we love all of you except for one of you, and you know who you are.
just one. Just one.
right there.
You know who it is.
And we're out-ish. We're still kind of here.
We're still kind of here. Happy birthday again, Mr. Dart.
They can hear the words that we say.
Update 10.1 is live right now. Go
Yes.
and download it. How long is 20 seconds?
I don't know.
I'm going to say we're done now.
GG, guys.